The topic I want to research and write about is the keto diet. The whole argument of the keto diet is whether it's good for you or bad for you. I will be diving into both sides of the argument and coming up with a conclusion that if doing the keto diet is worthwhile. I will be doing extensive research on what the keto diet is and how this diet affects the body in positive and negative ways. Something I've learned about the human body is that we use carbohydrates, fats, and proteins to burn calories. The body uses carbohydrates and fat acids as the first energy sources to burn calories. Carbs have glucose in them, which is another word for sugar, that gives you an energy boost whenever you need it. This is why many cross-country runners, track runners, and swimmers usually carb up the night before a big race. These athletes eat foods that are high in carbs like pasta, spaghetti, and many bread types, so they have as much energy as possible when it comes time to compete. This technique has worked for me in the past. I was a swimmer in high school, and I used to do this with my teammates almost every day before a meet. Whenever I have pasta for dinner, the next day I always have a lot of energy when I go work out. More energy than if I had something high in protein or something that just does not have a lot of carbs in it in general. The keto diet itself is limiting the daily intake of carbs to 5 grams or below. When going on the keto diet, the body goes into a state of ketosis, which is where the famous diet gets its name from. The very low intake of carbs forces the body to use fat as fuel instead of the glucose found in carbohydrates. The best foods to eat to keep up with the 5 grams of carbs are mostly vegetables like cauliflower, broccoli, and other various vegetables, and, and other leafy greens. Going on the keto diet does have some side effects. The first one that I've personally seen is that people can be very short-tempered on keto. This reaction is most likely a side effect from the drastic change in carbohydrate intake. Another side effect of the keto diet is something called the keto flu. The keto flu is a combination of headaches, nausea, and bad breath, all due to the loss of carbohydrates from your regular diet. A longtime swimmer named Sean Peria gained a lot of weight when he got to college. He started to gain more and more weight until he went to his doctor for a routine checkup. His doctor told him to go on the keto diet. Sean's experience with keto was terrible. He described it as mental torture. He was having negative thoughts and was depressed basically all day, every day. These psychological effects were from the lack of carbohydrates in his system, and Sean was also experiencing constipation and some digestive issues alongside all of the mental torture he was going through. He was losing good amounts of weight, but he never felt good, had intense cravings, and really was just living in a world of bad things. In the long term, the keto diet could be very harmful to the body. Cutting out carbohydrates creates health risks, and mortality increases the longer keto diet is used. However, there is some good with going on the keto diet. For example, the diet may be prescribed to people who suffer from epilepsy and to those who suffer from seizures. Using the keto diet for health factors that aren't for losing weight is a very, very beneficial thing for specific people who have these problems and need as much help as they can get. Michael Gorin, a Keck School of Medicine obesity researcher, said you can get the same results with the keto diet without being so extreme. He's right. From my research that I've found, cutting out foods that are high in sugars like pop and soda and candy, cookies, all the delicious things, and cutting out processed foods is a much safer way to begin losing weight. Another thing people can do is to do some type of cardiovascular activity to help with their overall health while giving a jolt to this person's weight loss. The keto diet has been proven to work. However, the consequences of this diet seem to outweigh the advantages of it. I would like to continue researching and see what other information I can find on this topic. I really enjoyed looking up all these things and learning more and more about this diet.